Hey, it's ynathemoodreader with Munchie, who has a new haircut, and today we're going to do a collective book haul. I'll be sharing with you guys some of the books I recently piled up. They are randomly bought from oops, from different Filipino sellers online, Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, I'll just be going through each of these books to share with you my recent hauls. And um, I know I won't have like the prices memorized as well as the shops where I bought these books. So just look into they're probably down. Just look into the prices at the bottom of the screen. I'll be putting them there. And also, this shirt is one of 4 designs I bought from Where Your Books PH. I'll be linking down their shop below. They do this cute bookish designs, and I think they also have some fandom designs on shirts, mugs, and tote bags, so you definitely should check the shop out. So yeah, the shirt I have today says no shelf control, and honestly all the books I have here, I don't know where to put them already because my shelves are already full. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with it. So the first book haul came here, and these books are bought from a family friend of ours. She recently unhauled some of her books. Tita Lani is actually one of my mom's work friends, and I remember when I was younger, she donated a lot of her books that she grew out of. Usually YA books to me, so I can start my book collection, and that will be always precious to me. And now that she decided to unhaul some of her books, I decided also to get some titles. And surprisingly, like always, she gave me a lot of books for free. So yeah, so the first 3 books I got from Tita Lani is the Glittering Court trilogy. So it's a set of 3 books, all in hardcover, with great condition, really. Maybe a little bit of foxy in one book, but the rest is brand new. So the Glittering Court it's the first book of the series. I'm afraid I don't know much about it. According to the back, it's a dazzling romantic new fantasy series set in a mix of Elizabethan and frontier worlds. The second book is Midnight Jewel, and this one is, it says here at the back, Part 2 of Rochelle Mead's irresistible trilogy of interwoven novels, trades, gowns, and jewels for masks and disguises, stuffy businessmen for pirates and spies, and ballroom dances for daring missions. So here we will meet Mira, the Glittering Court's vibrant ruby. So the girl on the cover. She moves through the ranks, shattering expectations, but while the other girls sleep, she takes on the night. Okay. And then the final book on the trilogy is The Emerald Sea. And it says here, the final installment in Rochelle Mead's sweeping and thrilling Glittering Court series reveals Tamsin's journey after her ship is destroyed on the way to the New World, as well as answering the trilogy's biggest question: what is the secret that drives Tamsin to win at all costs? So I don't know really what this books would be about. I'm excited to explore this world by Rochelle Mead, and yeah. What I liked about purchasing this is that I already have the full set, so there won't be like any cliffhangers for me, and I'll be able to explore the rest of the series. So yeah. The next book I bought from Tita Lani is a thriller. This one is The Third Wife by Lisa Jewell. You know how much I've been raving about Lisa Jewell's thrillers, and I'm not very familiar with this specific title. I haven't heard much about it, but it says here, in the early hours of a summer morning, school teacher Maya Wolf stumbles into the path of an oncoming bus. Was it a tragic accident or a suicide? So, ooh, okay. And I'm a little curious, but it says here that this book was published in 2015. So, yeah, this is a fully booked copy. Okay, next. The other book I bought from Tita Lani is Hollow City, the second novel in the Miss Peregrine series. If you watched my last haul, you've probably seen there that I bought a copy of Miss Peregrine's from Books by Chapters and Pages. So I was lucky to also get the second book on paperback. The reason why I haven't been buying, completing my series is that there are many ones that are on hardcover and I want to have like matching copies. So, yay, this is the second one. And I also bought Close My Eyes by Sophie Mackenzie. This one is already tanned and foxed, but it's a thriller and it says here, a tragic event 8 years ago, a stranger on the doorstep, your life turned upside down. I'm just very curious about thrillers. So, yeah. Um, And then, Tita Lani was very kind to send me 4 free books. One is Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. This is a very famous YA book. I don't have to like sell it to you because many people already know this one. The other book is The Dismantling. I thought it was self-published, but it's actually um, published through a Penguin imprint, and it's about a med school dropout facing the grim reality of failure and massive student loans. So it questions the meaning of atonement and asks how you can reconcile the person you once were and the person you want to be to the person you are today. The next 2 books are related to dogs because Tita Lani knows how much I love dogs. And the first one is What the Dog Knows, Scent, Science, and Amazing Ways Dogs Can Perceive the World. And then the other book is A Three-Dog Life, which is a memoir by Abigail Thomas. And it's, according to here at the back, it's a haunting memoir and it wields enormous impact. It offers hope that life can retain its richness after a tragedy. So, yeah, Tita Lani still sells some of her books. I think she posted them on Secondhand Books Philippines. So, if you're interested, you should definitely check out her post. Just message me and I will link you to her. So, the next set of books I got, I actually just received today, and this one I bought from an Instagram shop, Tales in Bloom 2018. They sell a little pricier compared to like your usual sellers, but I think most of their books are actually brand new and not pre-loved. That's why, and they also sell hard to find titles. So if you're someone who like loves Japanese literature, Asian lit, and some other fiction that's hard to find on like online selling groups, you should definitely check them out. So the first book that I bought, I've been seeing around. I was supposed to buy this from Fully Booked. I saw this in Fully Booked South Mall, but ECQ happened and I cannot shop for books anymore. So I went back online to buy books, and it's The Quiet Ones by Glenn Diaz. It's a Palanca Awardee winner last 2017, and it's wrapped in plastic. So it's a workplace novel and a meditation on history and globalization at once. So it says here that it begins like a thriller, but swiftly the pretense of a crime story is discarded. What unfolds instead is a tale at once intimate and sprawling in which yeah. So it is set at a call center, and Alvin Estrada discovers a way to embezzle money from the American telecom giant for which he mans the phones. Soon, a couple of friends join in, and the operation proceeds smoothly up until they quit, vowing to take the secrets to their graves. A month later, a phone call at 4 in the morning tells Alvin that the police are on their way. So this sounds very interesting, and I'm so excited to read this one. The next book I bought is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I'm not sure if I messed up that pronunciation. And this one is also still wrapped. It says here, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous is a letter from a son to a mother who cannot read, written when the speaker, little dog, is in his late 20s. The letter unearths a family history that began before he was born, history whose epicenter is rooted in Vietnam. At once a witness to the fraught yet undeniable love between a single mother and her son, it's also a brutally honest exploration of race, class, masculinity, and our current American moment, immersed as we are in addiction, violence, and trauma, but undergirded by compassion and tenderness. So I think I saw this one, if I'm not mistaken, in a book of the month list. So I was excited to explore what this would be about. And lastly, I also bought My Sister, the Serial Killer. Can't attempt to read the name of the author, but yeah, this has been like circulating in literary circles already years ago. It was also shortlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction in 2019. So I'm very excited to read this one. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know much about it. It says here that it's the third boyfriend that her sister has dispatched in self-defense, and the third mess that her lethal little sibling has left Koride to clear away. She should probably go to the police for the good of the menfolk of Nigeria, but she loves her sister, and as they say, family always comes first. That's until Ayula starts dating the doctor, where Korede works as a nurse. And Korede's long been in love with him and isn't prepared to see him wind up with a knife in his back. But to save one would mean sacrificing the other. Whew. So this is it's gonna be, I think, a fast-paced thriller, I hope. According here, at the back, some blurb says it's delightfully naughty, it's fiendishly talented, utterly addictive, sharp, explosive, and hilarious. So I'm excited to explore this book. Next, we have this one. I already can't remember from which shop I bought this. It's been a while, so let's just see. Okay, I remember now. So this is a paperback copy of Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. Love that cover. I was really debating whether I should buy this book. I think I saw this post randomly on Secondhand Books Philippines Facebook, and this book was a hit or miss for many people whom I trust with their reviews, but I wanted to also explore what my feelings would be once I read it, because of course people really don't see eye to eye all the time about books, so I want to be the judge on whether I would like the book. And I think this is a dark academia book. Galaxy Alex Stern is the most unlikely member of Yale's freshman class. So the blurb is the synopsis here at the back is quite long. So according to this, it's a mesmerizing adult debut from Lee Bardugo, a tale of power, privilege, dark magic, and murder set among the Ivy League elite. So I'm excited to read this one soon. And yeah, that was the first book. So this next book is something that I've seen quite a lot on videos with people crying. And I was really scared. I wasn't sure if I should jump in on the hype. And this is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. A friend, Kat, from her bookish side, did a very emotional reading vlog and review about this book, and I messaged her actually that I'm feeling a little scared because I saw how it impacted her. I also saw the video from Chloe. I'll also link her channel below, and she was crying so hard after reading this book. I also saw the video from Alex on the blog, and the main effect this book has on people is to make them cry. And I'm really unsure about whether my brain can handle the pain, but I still want to try it out maybe next month. It's a chunky read, so I think I'll slot it for my next month's reading experience. So yeah, I think it has 800 plus pages based on my little peek there. So yeah, it has so many awards and citations. It's astonishing, deeply moving, piercing, hypnotic, intimate, consuming, beautiful, exquisite. So let's see what my reading experience will be after exploring this one. So I bought 3 books. The first one is Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. I am actually not interested in reading Nicholas Sparks books anymore. I don't know why I added it to the cart. I think I just wanted to make the shipment worth it. So maybe I'll try reading this before passing it on to someone. And then I also bought Wonder by RJ Palacio. It's not the cover I usually see around. I think it's a movie tie-in cover. Yeah, it has photos of the movie here. And I just wanted to read a copy of this book because a book club I'm a part of, Talk Bookish to Me, raves about this book. And many of the members there have already read it and they loved it. They say it was emotional and one of the best books they have ever read. So I wanted also to jump in on the experience. And then lastly, I bought Hello Universe by Erin Entrada Kelly. I have actually bought this. I've actually read this book already last year at Weekathon, but I wanted to have a physical copy of the book because I really, really love Erin Entrada Kelly's works. And Hello Universe is actually like my favorite work of hers so far that I have read. So yeah, this is my first copy of her books. I plan on buying the other ones as well. These are middle grade books, but they hit hard and still give lessons for adults. So this is a pretty good one. Yeah. Now we're down to our last parcel. So it says here, hi. Thank you for your purchase and happy reading. I know this already. So this book is a guilty pleasure. Many people hated this book in the contemporary romance circles, and I agree at an extent. I understand why. It's Thoughtless by S.C. Stevens, and it's a book I had before already, and I sold it somewhere because I couldn't complete the series, but I saw books by Chapters and Pages post the other books on the series. So I bought those and I tried to find a copy on Shopee so that I have the complete series. And it's about, so basically it's a contemporary romance. It says here that it's a wildly addictive, beautifully written, and uniquely captivating, simmering slow burn. Let me just say that this book involves a love triangle, and it's also emotionally cheating. Teenager Ina was really a sucker for that, and I want to revisit it today that I'm older. And I remember how much I love this book and how I repeatedly read this. I love the angst and the pining, and I know, again, many people hate love triangles, but for some reason, I do like them, so yeah. It's a guilty pleasure. I bought this, and this is the last book of this haul. So yeah, those are the books that I bought. It's a really weird like mess of genres, and how though I am a romance reader through and through, I still like venturing out with different genres just so I can explore. And yeah, which of these books do you think I should read first? Please let me know in the comments. Have you done a recent haul yourself? What was your favorite purchase? What was like your most favorite recent buy? Please do let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!